I was born and raised here in Silva. Somebody asked me the other day if I'd lived in Silva all my life, and I said not yet. But I've been here 73 years, besides when I was in the Navy Air Corps one term.
Right. What made you get into the antique business?
An old man took me to a flea market one time, and I just loved it.
Right.
And he got me started, and we went to the flea market for years and years till he passed away. His name was E.M. Lloyd. He run the Lloyd Hotel down here. And I just got interested in it. Back then I didn't have a lot of money. Of course I ain't got a lot now, but I didn't have a lot of money. So I didn't buy a lot of stuff, but I bought what I could afford, you know. And then as long as I made a bit more money and got to retailing little stuff. Got in a little bit of real estate business too. My wife is a retired school teacher. And she retired and started selling real estate. So that got me in a little bit of interested, made a little money in real estate. And I just, if I see something I like it, I just buy it.
Okay.
I don't go out looking for one certain thing. I go to antique shows like in Nashville and Asheville and Atlanta and Charlotte. Then I still go to some flea markets and stuff, not as much as I used to. But I just, if I see something I like and the price feels pretty good, I just buy it. And bring it in here and tack a little onto it. Sit here and peddle it.
Can you show us a couple of items that you value the most? Two,
Yeah.
3 or 4 items?
Sure. Right on back here. Here's that article you want to read up on. This, can you take a picture of that and read the writing on it?
Yeah.
This is the original post office from Dillsboro. And Edith and Edna Menteith. As you're going to Dillsboro and look down and see that old farm that they've made a park out of,
Right.
that was their home.
Really?
And they was old maids, sort of, and they was sort of strange. And they wouldn't let you boys in the house, but they'd let me in the house because they knew my grandma. And that was out in their wash house.
Right.
I found it out there and asked them, they wanted to give it to me, and I said, no, I give them $500 for it. But years ago, that was the original post office in Dillsboro. Years ago, the postmaster, which was Edna here, you had to buy all of this when you become postmaster. Then when you retired, you took it home, and the next postmaster bought his own. So back in the back of these boxes, a lot of history back there. Some of the boxes have still got C.J. Harris.
Actual mail. Right.
You know, C.J. Harris is who our hospital was named after.
Okay.
Then N.Y. Jarrett's on there. Well, he built the Jarrett House in Dillsboro. Don't know if y'all been down there or not. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of old names back in there. But that's one of my favorite pieces. And
any more that you value a lot?
Well, yeah, a lot of these. See these pedal cars, and those. Everything I've got in here is original. There's no restorations or repops, as I call them. You know, they're all original. All my wagons and tricycles and everything's original. That motorboat's original. I don't have restored or repops that they call it. I like all original stuff. I started out collecting tools, as you can very well see. And then I got into toys, and I got into a little bit of everything while I was at the shows, you know. So, and that house right there come from Montana.
Really?
Yeah, I go out west a lot. That's where I get a lot of my western stuff. Spurs and saddles and chaps and stuff. I've got everything for a horse but the horse. I don't want a horse. I used to ride a Harley, and some people sometimes say, "Won't you get a horse?" I said, "The horse ain't got no kill switch." You know. But some of this stuff's sort of valuable. Some of those wagons are sort of, that's about 1,600 there. See that tricycle's 435. Right here's a wagon. It's made. Studebaker made wagons before they made cars. But that's a rare wagon because it's a little one. It's called a goat wagon. But it's sort of a child's wagon. And I've just bought them all over the nation just about.